Hello there, and welcome to today's video by your host with the most, Mr. Bomb. Today, I am going to be telling you a bit of a tale about something a little more personal, since this is the first video as part of my new era, as you would call it. You know, I'm like Tyler, the Creator. I have a bunch of old videos which are in a playlist titled The Goblin Era. Now I'm in my Wolf Era. I'm almost to my Cherry Bomb era, don't worry, just trust me. Now, this story takes place around a few months ago when the FNAF movie released. As you all know, this movie has been in the works for quite a while, and the release date was slowly approaching. So, me and my buddies have all scheduled to go to my local mall, which has a movie theater, to go see the movie on opening night. So the day finally arrives. I pull up to the food court, wearing the freshest J's and the freshest purple fedora imaginable for the premiere of this wonderful event. So I meet up with my buddies, we go eat Chick-fil-A, and by the time we are finished eating, it is around 6:30 p.m. Now, the movie didn't begin until 8:30 p.m., which was the showing we were going to. So we had some time to kill. So we walked around the mall for a bit, did some shopping, almost got kicked out of a Books-A-Million. You know, the usual. So we talk with Jeremy for a little bit longer before we realize it is around 8 o'clock. Trust me, Jeremy will show up later in the story. But as we are walking back to the movie theater, the way the mall was set up was that there were two entrances. One from the interior of the mall, which is in like a roundabout thing, and then there was another entrance at the end of the hallway, which led to a parking lot. So, as we were walking down the hallway, by the movie posters, we see this lady in a Ballora cosplay taking a picture with some young lad who looks to be around 7 years old in a Freddy Fazbear beanie, taking pictures with her. So, me and my friends are all wondering, what is she doing? Because naturally you wouldn't tend to see this outside of, say, a convention center or Halloween night, because this is a public place, and we didn't realize there was a convention being booked in the area at the time, and I don't think there was a convention booked into the area at the time either. So we decide to walk over to some benches nearby and just witness what is going on and occurring, when someone in a e-girl Funtime Foxy cosplay walks up to the Ballora lady and asks for a picture and a selfie. So the two young lasses take their picture when suddenly Jeremy shows up once more down the hallway, and we see him walk up to the fine lasses and say this to them: "Hey, can I get your Snapchats?" And as the girls were struggling to respond, he goes, "Please! Please! Please!" After having their ears absolutely decimated by the young man's cries, they finally responded to his question with a simple no, to which he sadly walked away. So naturally, as a young man would, we were all busting out laughing at what we had just witnessed, when suddenly, through the secondary entrance to the movie theater, I see something that I can only describe as mythical, dreamlike, ethereal even. I saw a femboy marionette walk in through those doors. My mind had genuinely thought it was playing tricks on me. Was this real? Was this reality? Am I possibly being laced with edibles at this minute? All these thoughts were racing through my mind, when suddenly we realized it was almost 8:30. So, me and my friends walked into the movie theater, and got our snacks, found the theater, and sat down. Now, we had a few minutes to kill before people began to flood in, and there was already a few amount of people in there. We walked past a Foot Locker and decided to look at shoes. when this young lad comes up to us, which I am going to call Jeremy because we didn't actually get his real name. He walks up to my friend and asks him for feet pics. That is not a joke. He legitimately asked my friend for feet pics, which, shockingly, he obliged. Decided to sit back and relax. So, as the movie's start grew closer and closer, slowly the movie theater started to pack more and more people into its room, and there was only a few seats left, which just so happened to be next to me in the last row. And as the movie is starting, my friends are verbally assaulted by an old man telling them to shut up, even though it's only the previews. So, about 15 minutes in, this group of girls walk in, and behind them is this absolute mammoth of a woman. I genuinely thought I was witnessing a beached whale walk. And guess which seat that mammoth decided to sit by? Me. Poor old me. She decided to sit next to me, the helpless little boy, and assault my nostrils with the foul odor of her scent, lacking that of a shower in several days. And I had to sit like that for a full 2 more hours. So finally, the movie comes to a close. Me and my buddies walk out after listening to the absolute banger that is The Living Tombstone's Five Nights at Freddy's. And we are walking back to my friend's mom's car, because we are going home to my friend's house for a sleepover. When suddenly, I see a person in a Roxanne Wolf cosplay walking into the theater as well. And I decide in a convulsive urge, almost like an urge to do something you probably shouldn't do, I decided to shamble my way to have my vocal box be heard from above the woman's car. And I yelled at the very top of my lungs, "Hey Roxy, what's your Snapchat?" And as I belted those words, we drove off into the night like nothing ever happened, and the sleepover really was not that interesting. And that concludes today's tale. Remember, like, subscribe, and follow me on my socials, which I don't have, except for this YouTube channel, and a Twitch channel, which I might start streaming soon. So follow my Twitch and come say hi. Anyway, that concludes today's video. Good night, and have a wonderful tomorrow.